just thought I might show this particular patch of forestry. This is their experimental patch. So what they do is they graft a variety of different pines onto good rootstock, and they see how they behave, growing characteristics, etc., etc. There are a couple of these areas across the entire plantation, which is a very large plantation. So there we go, folks. They're all identified, and oh, let's see if I can go in close. Mind you, you may not be interested, but I find it intriguing. So there we go. I'm sure you can see how that's been grafted onto the stump. As with all these ones across here, and they're slightly smaller over there. Oh. Plus, one of my cutest emu encounters was exactly here. Massive emu, and it had 3 chicks. And the chicks, the height of the chicks was less than the length of the adult's foot. It was amazing. Plus one of the chicks wasn't quite cooperative with the adult. It tried to run off in its own direction, and you could see the adult was panicking a little bit. So of course I backed off. I didn't want to scare it anymore. Oh, so left hand side, that's National Park. This is actually the edge of the catchment, so anything to the right of me, that'll go down to the Koondoo Creek and off to the Sandy Straits. Anything to the left of me, that goes down and that'll end up in the Noosa River. This isn't too bad a ride along here. Let's record it. And while I've just remembered, I think I forgot to mention, yesterday I ticked over 4,000 kilometres on the bike. So it's getting up there. And I think we're around 21, maybe 22 charges of the battery for 4,000 kilometres. So I'm happy with that also. And off to the left, and I'll swing around so you can have a quick look. Post, it's got an aerial and a little solar panel. It has been suggested that down in the national park in the lower section there's a Weather Bureau meter, and the best way to get the signal out was to have that little radio there. Whew. Whether that's accurate, I'm not sure, but pretty much the only thing that would make sense for having that there. Oh hello, bees off to the left. Oh, you can smell the honey. There you go, maybe you can see it there. So, oh well, it's gonna oh yeah, let's go up. We're up onto tour now, so I know this is going to get steeper. So we're holding about 24 kilometres an hour up there, but of course we're on tour. Okay, back to Eco. Okay, we'll get a downhill run here. This can get a bit lumpy, but there's no real washouts that I remember. It's been a bit of battery. Gone back up to 2. We'll sneak to the outside, and anytime you hear my gear changing, that means I've been a naughty boy. One of the first things you are told when you get an e-bike, and that is that anytime you're changing gear up or down, you should ease your pedal pressure, especially if you're on the higher power settings, because the load on the chain is going to be much more than you can imagine or feel through the pedal. So you must hesitate or at least ease the pressure. So we're still on tour. This is loose, a few chunky rocks to miss with the pedals. A little bit of a washaway there, but we easily get around. Leave it on tour because I've got another little hill coming. This is lumpy as. And of course, every time you bounce, especially the rear wheel, that's less grip. You'll have more chance you'll spin your wheel. Oh, talking of spinning the wheel, one of the craziest ones I had was I misjudged the edge of a mud puddle. I thought it looked solid. It was a good, 4 meters across. Once I got to the middle, the rear wheel just lit up, spun like crazy, dug a hole, and then I had to carry the bike out of the mud, which is another reason why I use really solid thongs with the cloth straps that are glued and fixed between layers, so that when you do go under mud, there's a good chance the thong will come up in one piece. Oh. Anyway, enough rest. Won't use too much speed down here because I know this is all loose, and it also has a couple of washaways which will present some strange angles. We've also dropped down to Eco. Eco was getting boggy. As you can see, we've now got sand and gravel. We're holding around 27 kilometres an hour over the sand and gravel. That's not too shabby, as the wheels are fighting with the edge of the wheel rut. Whoa! Okay, we washed off 5 kilometres there. Okay, we're sloping high right to low left, so I've got to go off. That was just too steep, too loose. I would have slid into the wheel rut. Perhaps the most important thing you need to know about riding in the bush is when to bail. Again, we're sitting on about 24, 25 across the sand. You may have noticed a bite a little bit here or there, but nothing dramatic. Right, yeah. Considering there's threat of rain, it's turning out to be quite a nice day so far. Mind you, what is it? Oh, come on. It's 10 to 7. He said. Okay. So we're still on tour. This is all soft sand. Although this is firmer. It does look like it's had a bit of moisture getting to it. Whoa! Back end just slid to the right hand side. Again, oh, we're up 30 kilometres per hour. Let's see if we can get back over here. don't forget, if you do get suckered into a wheel rut, always quickly assess the depth and the width. Otherwise you're going to start slamming your pedals in and you're in trouble. Bail if you have to. There's no shame in walking away uninjured. Oh, more sand. Anyway, that should be a long enough clip. Oh, he said, catch around. Can't help myself. I'm just riding the edge between pine forest and natural, and I just noticed this track. Obviously it goes down to the creek, so let's explore. And I can tell you now, I'll be on active power level when I'm going up this hill. Oh. Quick thank you to the kookaburras for that. And the cockatoos over to the left. The splashes you heard were little water lizards. That's a call only a mother could love. Anyway, let's see if I can get out of here. As I said, I'm going to level 3 and we're 4 down. Okay, so I've still got 3 more gears I can go. Yeah, I'll go one more now. Oh, little bit of wheel spin, but just pick the lines where you're as smooth as possible to stop the loss of grip. And we are going right because I've already been left and bailed because it was a water crossing down there. I just couldn't get through. Whew. So we're back down to tour. Okay, let's do this. Now, if I follow my own tracks, in theory it should be a good ride. Oh. Oh, I was more worried about the tyre hitting that tree at an angle and sliding than I was about the bounce. Whew. Now we came from the right, so we're going to go left at this opportunity. And let's go up the hill. So we're still on tour, but I did pop a few extra larger gears. Oh, I think I'll just do a casual ride. Catch ya. Anyway, let's pull back from that and zoom in to this. Oh, come on, you can focus. Oh, look, there we go. That's the big news of the day, folks. Maximum speed, 120 kilometres per hour in the bush. Anyone who thinks I did that is mistaken. Talking of mistakes, oh, I've got debris from trees falling on me. Previous bike, the E Plus Pro, it's gave me a maximum speed one day of 224 kilometres per hour, and that was on the bike mechanism using the speed sensor. That was not from the GPS. I guess the message is, don't believe everything you read. Catch ya.